So we took a picture with the guy, and you know, that's memories for us. What's up, Zontay Family? So, babe, what we talking about today?
So, today we're going to talk about traveling because we're getting the traveling bug again.
Yes.
We're ready to get on out of here.
Being at home and stuck in COVID, you know, this whole epidemic got us in the house and we're ready to travel again. So, we're going to reminisce a couple trips that we have done before COVID, particularly
our Negril,
Jamaica, yeah, our Jamaica trip. So ready to get started, babe?
Yes.
Okay, so before the Jamaica trip, we had traveled to New York City for a business trip. We took the boys to Toy Fair.
What you got top of your head, man? What is that? You look silly.
We took my mom, she took her mom on the trip. And we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did. Well, we always usually enjoy the Toy Fair. We get to see all the exclusive new toys before they hit the shelves and meet with people, nice brands that, you know, want to help us out, give us something to help them in return.
And our parents really enjoy, like the parents, they really enjoy just being
with the grandbabies.
The grandkids and being with us, and it was really cool. So, you know, Valentines Day was around the corner. And you know, I was trying to think of something really nice to do with the boo thing, and I couldn't really think of anything other than let's travel, because I really enjoyed New York, and I was like, you know what? How about we travel to Jamaica?
Well, at first, because we had our passports just came in right before that, so we were like, ooh, we could go anywhere in the world.
So we decided to go to Jamaica, and we didn't really do much research.
No, we didn't do any planning at all. It was like, ooh, let's try here, and boop, we picked the days, and that was it.
Right. So we looked at different rooms, different hotels, and we saw those prices, and I was like, man, it's kind of
expensive.
It's very expensive, but you know what? You know, you can't put a price tag on memories. So we decided to go with Negril, Jamaica.
Yes.
And we stayed in
the Sandals Resort.
The Sandals Resort.
Yes, highly recommend.
Yeah, I mean, it was super, super, super nice. So, you know, we get our things, we you know, plan the trip, and you know, we got your aunt to watch the kids.
Yes, my aunt had watched the kids for us.
Because the kids, they go with. I mean, we travel to different places.
But we always have the kids in tow.
Right, it's a family trip.
Yeah.
We go to Legoland, we go to Universal Studios, Disney, travel to California.
Don't wreck the train, dude. Don't wreck the train, dude. Slow down, baby. Oh, move.
But it's never a trip that me and my lady take on our own.
Yeah.
I think we've been on one trip before this one. That was just me and you.
Yeah.
That was Las Vegas.
No, okay, so no, then we've been on 2.
Been on 3.
Have we?
Been to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Sandusky, Ohio.
Yes.
And
Jamaica, so 3 total. Yeah.
So.
And the kids go everywhere.
Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we really have time to ourselves. So you know what? I said we got these passports. You know, I've never been to Jamaica. You know, I always wanted to go. You know, I want to go somewhere where there's a beach, nice sand, good food, you know, and just spend quality time
just
with
vibing.
the Yes. So we decided to go to Jamaica. We packed our clothes. You know, we set it on a hotel room.
We had like it wasn't even a hotel.
It was a resort.
It was a resort. So we had like a town home almost, or a condo ish.
Yeah, but we want to talk about that later on. so we get on the airplane and we flew to Jamaica.
Yes.
And we were super excited. And it wasn't really hot. Like once we got off the plane, and it wasn't hot, but that line was long too.
No, it was hot. It was cold here.
That's right.
And then when we traveled, when we got there, we was like, ooh, we gotta change.
Right, yeah, it was toasty. But the whole process of onboarding was a hot mess. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I think it was just a checkpoint part. Like off the plane, you have to show like where you're going, how long you're gonna be there. Now that process was a little hectic.
It wasn't really organized at all.
It was just too many people coming off at one time, and I think it was only one lady checking people. Mm-hmm. And then they had like machines or whatever, but the machines weren't working. So she was having to take care of everybody for the most part.
Then you had workers had an attitude. One lady had an attitude. What she say? No cell phones.
Oh yeah, no cell phones in the line.
Like what? Like okay, lady.
But everybody got a cell phone.
Right, everybody got a cell phone. So you want to pick on us. But anyway, so we got processed.
Yeah, we got processed, and then we were on our way. So we had to go like down some stairs. And then we ended up in the area where they have it sectioned off per like resort, so for your shuttle bus.
Right.
And then from there now that part was smooth sailing.
Yeah,
they took the luggage, put it on there where we were going, and they transported everything for us.
So we finally board the bus.
Yes.
And driving through Jamaica, it's rough, man. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. It's rough there. The poverty is very, very thick in Jamaica. It was kind of sad, but I almost felt as though I was at home.
Yeah, I
didn't feel uncomfortable.
I never felt out of place.
Right.
And it was very welcoming to me.
Right.
And everything that I saw, like it was just beautiful to me. Like even though yes, it was run down in parts, like I said, it was like okay, it's very beautiful here. The people were beautiful. Like everything was vibrant. The smells.
Yeah, man, I don't know what you're talking about because for me, it was nothing beautiful about seeing the hood. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? You saw a lot of shack. You know what I'm saying? A lot of homes that
you did see
run
that.
down. Like, I felt at home. Like I felt back at Memphis.
But
at some spots.
But when I was looking at the people, I didn't think like, oh,
yeah, the people.
They didn't look unhappy or sad or anything like that. Like everybody smiling, laughing. The kids were playing soccer and everything like that. Like everybody seemed very happy.
Right. So it took us about like an hour.
Man, I feel like that ride was longer than an hour. I think it was longer than an hour. It was supposed to be like
an hour on that bus, but we were fighting traffic. And
now that was scary. Because some of those roads were very narrow.
Yeah, it was very narrow.
And he was hitting them corners.
He was hitting the corners on that bus. But I don't remember any traffic lights like that.
There were a few, but not a lot. It was a few.
But there was a lot of traffic. There was a lot of traffic. And it took us over an hour. So by the time we made to our resort, it was dark. I was tired.
I was
ready to hit that bed. So we did. so we get off the bus and we went to a different area compared to everyone else.
Yes. So when we had signed up for our resort package and everything, we had it where we had more exclusive things going on. I don't know what you would call it exactly.
We had an exclusive package where we had a butler.
Yeah, so we had a butler.
So we had to go to a separate area from everyone else. So
yes.
They gave us a towel. Like they gave us a towel that was cold. And I really appreciate that towel. It was hot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, when we had cleaned our hands, we cleaned ourselves up. Yeah. They gave us drinks while we were waiting on our butler to come. Yeah. And the area was really nice and cozy.
It was really nice. Even though it was dark, I couldn't really see much. But the resort was really nice. Mm-hmm. But we finally met our butler. I ain't gonna lie. He had a certain way by himself.
Yeah, he kind of did. He would.
He greeted the guys. There was other families, not other families, but other couples.
Yeah.
We was the only young black couple there.
Yeah, young black couple.
you know, and everyone else were, you know. So, you know, he comes in and he hugs and greets the other family, you know, gave him a big hug, like, hi, how you doing? Then he see us, he looked me up and down and stuff, like, dude, what's up with that, man?
Yeah, it was a little,
like I was
little tension there.
Yeah, like, what's going on with that, man? So anyway, you know.
But he was one of our butlers. We had another butler, and he was super cool.
He was super cool. But this other butler, he had eyelash, what's it called, baby? The eyeliner. He had an eyeliner eyebrows. So he took the eyeliner, shaded his eyebrows, and drew in eyeliner.
First off, you sound like a hater about the man's eyebrows. That was his prerogative. He thought he looked good, and that's his business.
If you think it look good, to shave a man shave his eyebrows and draw some eyebrows on, I'm a hater then. I'm a hate. So I don't want that. Something up with that. But anyway, you know, he wants to look at me up and down. But anyway, so he finally took us to our room. But first he took us around the tour.
Yeah.
He took us on a tour. And we couldn't see nothing because it was dark. It was dark, but the smells, like the smells from the flowers and the animals and the bugs, like it was totally different. A whole new sound. A whole different sound.
And yeah, I don't know what type of bugs those were, but it was creepy. It was a whole orchestra.
I enjoyed the sound. Like I enjoyed hearing the different sounds, bugs and animals. Like I wasn't scared. Like I was fascinated by the different sounds.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't scared either, but I was like, geez, they are loud. that was just me.
So we finally, so we finally went into our, it was like a townhouse.
Yeah, it was kind of like a townhouse.
Yeah, like a townhouse. But I was tired, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to show us around the room, but like, man, can you just please leave? So we can get some bed, go to bed. But, he gave us a cell phone, so anytime we needed something,
we just call
the cell phone and he'll come and bring us whatever we want. Like
it goes directly to whoever our butler was. So whether it was him or if it was our other butler, we would be in direct contact with them for whatever we needed. Right. So
we went to bed, you know what I'm saying? I woke up, she was still knocked out the next morning.
Knocked out, okay? Probably slobbering just a little bit.
You probably snoring a little bit too, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't joke. But what you was knocked out though. I mean, it was a long day before.
It was a long day before, but I think too, it was just different because we do usually have our kids. My kids are up bright and early every day. Right. So it was just one of those times you didn't hear, mommy, or daddy. So, I mean, we love the sound, but it was just, I didn't have it. So I was like, I'm about to take advantage of this. Let me get a little bit more sleep.
So I went out and jogged, and it was like seeing everything, during the day, it was different. And it was very gorgeous, like the beach, the sand, the resort. Then you had people on the beach that were selling, different items. So I went jogging, and it was really, really nice to go jogging on the beach, seeing the different people, and just hearing the water, hitting the bank of the beach. It was really nice.
Man, he was getting his sexy arms jogging on that beach, okay? It was Baywatch out there.
Yeah, it was slick Baywatch. It was slick. He had some caramel chocolate on the beach.
Listen, just getting glistening in the sun.
You silly, man. But I before I went in, I saw the guys where they was carving art pieces out of wood. And I saw one piece and it said, "One Love." And I said, I'm gonna get this for my boo. And I told him to carve our name on it, for Valentines Day. Because, this whole trip was a Valentine's Day for Boo Thing, you know what I'm saying? It was a trip, it was a present for me too, you know what I'm saying? But I told him to carve One Love. I told him to carve our name on the One Love piece.
Yeah.
And, what was your thoughts, babe? Like after you woke up and you came outside and you got your gift?
Well, I was really surprised because I wasn't expecting anything. Like, I'm not a person who's very into like having to have a lot of gifts. Like I'm not, I guess you would consider high maintenance.
Right.
So I was really surprised. Like for me, the whole trip was a gift.
She's spoiled. She being modest. She being modest, but she knows she's spoiled. But she deserves to be spoiled. It's not cool.
But I don't just come out and be like, right. I want to go here. I want this. Right. I want that. That's just not me.
Right.
But I was very surprised, and I thought it was like very sweet, very cute. But I was so surprised because the guy just randomly came up, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know you. That's how I felt. But he was like, here you go. And then I read it, and I saw our names on it, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
So we took a picture with the guy. And you know, that's memories for us.
Yeah.
Memories for us. So after we took a picture with the artist, we went to breakfast.
Yeah.
And while I was at breakfast, the people cleaned our room.
Yes. So the maid service and they came in and cleaned up everything. Even though it wasn't a mess, but still.
Right.
I mean,
it wasn't a mess. But it was it wasn't our first time seeing it because we saw it at night, but it was our first time seeing like our spot
during the
day, and it was completely different.
Yeah, it was a completely different experience. I mean, I think it was beautiful. Like I really enjoyed it. I was like, wow, I've never been anywhere like this before.
They had a doorbell. Like he had a doorbell.
Yes.
Ring the doorbell. That once you get inside, you have a living room.
You have like a living room seating area, and then on the left side of it was like a sink and a bar. I think we had a little table, like a breakfast table, and then we had a TV over there.
Yeah, all the alcohol.
Oh yeah, like that.
Now we're not drinkers, but if you was a drinker,
baby, you could have been then, okay? It had bottles on top of bottles, and they was like, "This is free. This is for you.
It's all inclusive.
All inclusive. You drink it up, they replenish it." And I was like, "Who is gonna drink all of this?"
Well,
you talk about messing up your insides.
Right.
I was like, where's the water? Do we have bottles of water?
Right. So the steps were pretty cool. Like I like how the steps were.
The steps were cool. It scared me a little bit because I was like, okay, I don't have like the whole complete step. It was just like the board on the metal hooked together. Like it just went up, like steps do. And I was like, oh, okay, well, we gonna try. We gonna see because I'm going to bed.
Right.
But
we went up the steps and we saw the room. What's up with the room?
So I thought the room was great. The bed was, so you get up the steps and at the top of it you have like a dresser with a TV. And then on the other side you have like a huge bed. It's done up really nice, pillows, and I think every day they did like a different type of like shape or animal or something with a towel. Yeah, with the towel on the bed. And then
the bathroom was nice.
The bathroom was huge. So you go around the bed and then you have like the bathroom. The bathroom was amazing. Lighting was everything in there.
The tub and the shower was in.
They had a shower, but the tub was outside on our balcony.
No, you had a tub in the bathroom. You had the shower. So that was separate from the bathtub. But the bathtub and the shower was in his own little area.
I just remember the tub outside on the balcony.
That was lit. So there's a big round tub on the balcony. You know what I'm saying?
And you think that might sound like crazy, but they did have covering if you were out there.
Like some outdoor curtains.
But our view was amazing.
Yeah, from a balcony.
Yes, I mean nothing but ocean.
Right. I mean, I felt really I felt really good being there. I mean, I felt special, like being there. Like we should have been doing this for a while. You know what I'm saying? We've been holding off and taking the kids everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining because those are some memories that we can have forever.
Right.
And we can share with the kids. But we need to spoil ourselves too. You know what I'm saying? But that balcony was lit. You had the tub. Then you had a little seating area.
Yes.
Then you had the outdoor curtains. Then you had the beautiful view with the palm trees and the water.
Yes, just here in the ocean. It was amazing.
All right, so we went to get some food, whatever, and we saw these beds, like these big beds, like
off the water bank.
Right, off the water bank. Like, what is this, boo?
Or the ocean bank, a water bank.
Whatever you want to call it. But it was gorgeous. I'm like, can we get that? And the bus said, you gotta rent. It's not, it's not included.
It wasn't included. Yeah, we had to had to rent it for a specific time.
But it was nice though. He had a bed off the water, you know what I'm saying, looking out into the ocean. You know, so you had the curtains.
It had curtains so you could close it
curtain,
and really more privacy. Because it was maybe like 3 or 4 in a row. So it wasn't for everybody. Of course, you had to rent it, but
yes, yeah, a separate seating area for you to eat dinner or eat breakfast. Where I think we ate breakfast.
Yes, we had. I mean, we had it for the whole day, but we did rent it because I'm like, no, we can save some money here. No, we not. I want to get the cabana, please. So we had it for the whole day. So
and we had a separate butler or server. Like it was a server.
We had a server.
And she'd bring us food.
And we just ordered food and drinks. Speaking of drinks, the Jamaican smile.
Well, that Jamaican smile was on the chain.
Amazing. Sorry.
It was good.
Yes.
But I mean, the experience of just sitting there and sitting down on the bed and looking out to the ocean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was so relaxing, so peaceful.
It was because he slept most of the time. But it was. I mean, you had fish just swimming around.
You had fish that just look over.
Right, and then it's just a bunch of fish just swimming around. Like it was beautiful. Then you can see people sailing on boats or what is it, parasailing when they're on the boat and it's having them swinging in the air.
So I saw a guy, he was toting a steel drum. And I'm like, you know what? How about I bring the man over here? I gave him a $20 tip.
Yeah.
Plays a couple songs, and that was lit.
Okay, he did. If you paid him over for a couple songs, he did the whole concert.
He did the whole concert.
He did the whole concert, but it was amazing. Like he was very talented, and you could tell that he loves what he did, and it was great. I mean, at first I was a little nervous because he was like playing right in front of us, and then you had people walking by and they were just staring like, "What's going on over there?" But then after that, I was like, "Whatever, I'm dancing."
Right, just kicking it, man.
Just enjoying it.
So that cabana was, I think that was a good investment.
It was. So if you ever go, get a cabana, okay?
So after the cabana, I decided, how about we have a dinner on the beach?
Yeah, I think we planned that beforehand. Though.
What we did?
Yeah, I think we planned that when we first got there.
Okay. So we had a candlelight dinner on the beach.
Yeah.
We had a server that brought our food out. I think we planned our food. We ordered our food before.
You order your food beforehand. It was like a 4-course or so meal, and so they bring you each course out. And our little server girl, she was so sweet.
She was very nice.
She was so sweet. And I mean, like they had to walk a long distance just to get back and forth to bring us our food. And I mean,
I must want to passed out. I just want to say it.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let him say it. Okay, it was hot, and
I turned up too much.
You want to talk about being live? This one over here, 2 live crew. All by himself.
Yeah, messed around and passed out.
Yeah, so he passed out at that dinner. Yeah.
And the servant lady, she was so nervous.
She was so nervous. She was panicking. She thought he about died at the table. And I was like, no, baby, just give me something to cool him down. So I was trying to start cooling him down and everything. And she was like, I'm gonna go get security to help us, please. I was like, okay. And then they just helped me get him back and put him into bed. And they packed up the food and she brought it to our room and everything.
So we didn't even finish the dinner. Like I completely ruined our beach ocean dinner by passing out. I thought I was gonna die for real. So we had a retake.
The next morning when he woke up, he was like, man, I can't believe that happened.
Man, I thought I was gonna die for real.
And then we saw the girl the next day and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you are doing so much better. And I was like, yeah, we just need to make sure we keep him hydrated.
Right.
So we had a redo since the first one didn't go according to plan.
It wasn't as extravagant as the first one.
Yes.
Because we had a whole, what you call that?
I don't know what you call it. Kind of like a gazebo. Almost.
Yeah, it was like a huge gazebo, you know what I'm saying? You had the teepee with
The torch.
Candles. The torch.
Yeah, like
candles.
tiki torches.
Like, you had candles everywhere, man. It was nice.
Yes.
But the second dinner on the beach was nice too.
Yeah, now that one was like directly
On the beach. Like you eat them and you got the beach right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you really could have just stuck a toe in that water.
Right. But it was so peaceful just hearing the water, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
splash and going back and forth and having the torch. What do you call them?
I think they're like tiki torches.
Yeah, tiki torches on the inside, the candles, and the service was really nice.
Yes.
And it was gorgeous.
That was gorgeous.
Wow. So, but we had fun though. You know what I'm saying? I hate I passed out, but
The first time.
Oh,
But we
made
made it up and it was okay. And you know, he enjoyed himself. I was just glad that he was okay. And we didn't have to like go to a hospital or anything.
Cause I ain't trying to go to the hospital in Jamaica, man. I don't know these folks. I don't know these hospitals. I ain't trying to get stuck in Jamaica.
Like, I don't think our health insurance works over there.
Right. So we've been taking pictures throughout the whole trip,
Yes.
and we was going to pick up pictures because our trip was, about to end.
Yeah, we were getting ready to leave. So this was the day we were leaving, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
A day or the day before.
Yeah, one of those.
But we was going to get our pictures, and what we have to do?
So we walk in the door, and as we walk in the door, like we're talking to each other, and we hear a lady go, "Google Mom, ZZ Dad, is that you?" Like we didn't even hit the corner. We didn't see anybody in the building.
She just heard our voices.
She didn't see us. We didn't see her. And then as soon as we hit that corner, she, "It's really you!" She didn't jump over the counter, but she ran around it. And
one of the girls looking at her like, what's going on?
she was like, "You don't know who they are? My son," or was her daughter.
Yeah.
"My daughter loves you guys," and I mean, it was so sweet. I think she even cried.
Yeah, she cried. I mean, it was super humbling experience because we run into fans like all the time
Yes.
here in the States, and it got to the point where we had to stop wearing our ZZ Kids TV shirts and good color shirts out in public because we get stopped all the time.
But that still doesn't matter even now.
Shoot, we got stopped today. We had a mask on.
We had masks on, like you can't even recognize us. And I don't know how those kids knew who we were, but they knew who we were.
We had a face mask on, but it was cool to be in Jamaica, a completely different country, and a person recognized us in that way. You know, it was very humbling for me.
Yes, I mean, like she said it meant a lot to her just meeting us, and it was very sweet. It was a very sweet moment, and I was just so shocked. Like I was like, "Dang, babe, we made it all the way to Jamaica. Like we really made it now."
Girl, you don't know me everywhere. But it was cool. It was a really cool experience to see her express her appreciation for our content and how it's important for her daughter to see kids that look like her doing great things. So I mean, it was really cool.
Yes, I think she was even quoting videos.
She was quoting videos. So on our last night, in Jamaica, we just came back from dinner. We're kind of tired a little bit.
So that was after that was our beach dinner.
Oh, that was our beach dinner?
Yeah, that was our beach remixed it.
Right. so we came back, and so we had the rose petals.
So we had the rose petals going up the stairs to the bed. There was rose petals all on the bed and
on the floor. Then there was I think there was a trail of rose petals leading out to the balcony. So like, what's going on out here?
Yeah, I think the balcony door was actually open when we got
there. Oh yeah, it was open.
Yeah, so it was open because we were like, okay, we didn't leave this open, but at the same time, I was like, who did this?
Right.
What happened?
But you didn't tell the best part. So we get to the rose petals was leading outside to the balcony.
Yes.
Then you had the tub. You had the tub filled with water, bubbles in it.
It was a bubble bath. With rose petals in there.
Some bottles.
Yes, we had some bottles ready on ice. But it was amazing. It was beautiful.
It was really, really nice. I really enjoyed it too.
Yes. So our butler had surprised us with that for our last night.
Right.
And we were super shocked. Like we weren't expecting that at all.
did.
You still thinking about the bubble bath?
Yeah. So
Stop taking no mind.
So that was our trip, you know what I'm saying? That was our trip.
Yeah.
After that, the next day it was time to go, time to pack our bags and leave. And we didn't want to leave.
We didn't want to leave, but we did miss our babies though.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we check on them almost every day.
All day.
Right.
Throughout the day.
Right.
So we are those parents. I think they got tired of us calling them.
Right. But we got to take more trips though, babe.
We do.
You know, this COVID thing messed up everything.
It does, but I think things are opening up more, and I don't want to think. Well, some people are getting relaxed, but I'm just nervous about like the whole test going up my nostrils to my brain, swishing it around.
I'm not doing that.
I'm nervous about that, so we might still have to hold off on the track, even though we want.
I mean, we're gonna travel in the States. We're gonna travel in the States. I was thinking about going to Bahamas. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, that would probably be cool. And you know, Xavier, he's been wanting to go to Bahamas for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
We're like, what you want to do for your birthday? I want to go to the Bahamas.
Like, what, you sit your Bahamas self down somewhere?
I was thinking about going to the Bahamas at your age.
Right. So, we might go to Bahamas. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
So, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That was like the most amazing trip ever.
And that was. Let's take more trips.
Yes, definitely.
So, peace, love, and happiness. Oh, also, if you want to see exclusive pictures, check out our Instagram, Zerius Zontay and Symphony Zerius. We're gonna have some pictures from our Jamaica trip. We'll have some more footage, some short snippet footage from our trip. So just visit us on Instagram, Zerius Zontay and
Symphony Zerius.
Peace, love, and happiness.
I thought we were saying hair grease. Happy.
Well, I'm trying to change it. I don't know.
We're figuring it out.